Got an I-Team report coming up. I have not been clued in on this. I just know that I'm involved in it with Fritzy and McLovin. Paulie and Seton brought it to our attention earlier this morning, but they have not given any hints here. And normally we can squeeze out a couple of hints there. Are you guys ready for the I-Team report?
And now, we go to the newsroom for an I-Team investigation.
The motto of our news team is...
Fast and wrong is still fast.
Let's go to the newsroom. Paulie?
Dan, last week your news team received a tip from a listener about a piece of audio from last March. We're referring to this report as either Bloggergate or Weeniegate. That will be decided later. But let me bring in senior correspondent Seton O'Connor. Seton?
Dan, I've got a very powerful piece of audio here. I'm going to ask everyone in the room, okay, to refrain from don't react, don't respond, don't comment, no laughing, no nothing. I want everybody to listen to the full clip.
Oh, I can't take this.
This is undoctored audio.
Okay.
Any reactions, I'll hold someone in contempt. This is from March 20th, 2012.
One line against the grain by McLovin. Ready, and go!
I am going to guarantee the Denver Broncos do not make the playoffs in 2012. And if they do, with Peyton Manning at quarterback, I will gracefully move aside and let a pretty woman move into my seat so we can get nominated for an Emmy.
Okay. I like that you would move aside and let us put a hot woman there. How about this? You get a crew cut. If the Broncos make the playoffs, you must get a crew cut.
Done.
Okay?
Did you see their schedule?
They got a brutal schedule. Brutal schedule.
Kansas City Chiefs win the AFC West in 2012.
Okay. Wow. I got to start listening to this show. Broncos clinched a playoff spot on Sunday, McLovin.
Now, is that official?
Yeah, it is. It is official.
Has the NFL confirmed this?
Yes, they have. We confirmed it as well. You know what that means?
Yep.
Crew cut.
Yep.
Now, you got any issues with that? I know that we've got some paint on the hair. You're going to be actually cutting off some of the paint on your hair.
I guess I got to pay up.
Okay. Friday, how about a crew cut? Nice way to go into the weekend for you.
Why not?
Okay.
Wow.
Well, yeah, Paulie.
We thought he'd be a lot more difficult to pay up on this bet.
You know what? Tape doesn't lie. Yeah. I mean, it's there. Everybody heard. Now, do we also get the hot girl who will sit in his seat, or is this in lieu of hot woman sitting in his seat?
Actually, you didn't jump on that part of the equation.
Well, I can't send a damsel in distress. You know, that's what would happen if I put a woman in here. She'd be a damsel in distress. And sit next to Fritzy? There are a couple of women who have volunteered to come in. I will look into that if you guys want to. But we would need to vote as a team because I don't want you guys going home to your wives and saying that I'm the one that enforced this. That's what you guys would do, right? Right? Exactly. Yeah, Paulie.
I-Team is concerned that McLovin will find a way out of this before Friday. Your thoughts?
Well, there's no way to get out of this. Right? McLovin?
I could get really sick.
Well, then we'll do it on Monday.
Weather issues.
Tuesday. Wednesday. We could do it before the end of the show. Yeah, Paulie.
I hesitate to bring this up, but I'm gonna.
No, you don't hesitate.
We have an option for McLovin.
Oh,
So the I-Team was already preparing for a very stern, rejection of there's no way I'm going to do this. So the I-Team already had a whole bunch of other things in
okay.
motion.
Run it by me, but I'm going to still stand firm here on a crew cut for McLovin.
Here's what we're thinking. We don't have the individual things written up yet. What we are thinking about a wheel of punishment, similar to a roulette wheel, with a bunch of individual punishments, including a crew cut, but other options, maybe stronger, maybe lesser. And McLovin can either choose the initial punishment of crew cut or spin the wheel of punishment. Your thoughts?
I like it. I'm I would hold firm on the crew cut, but McLovin, if you want to think about it, I'll give you overnight to think about the Wheel of Punishment.
Do I get to see the Wheel of Punishment?
No, you do not. You take your chances. Okay? Yes, Eden.
Like, maybe he can't cut his hair until the draft.
Just as an example.
That would be an option.
Yes.
Maybe he has to dye his hair blonde instead of black.
Just an option.
Maybe he
an
goes
option.
tanning for 2 straight weeks.
That might be a medical risk.
Yeah, but I can't do that to him.
Maybe he has to grow a mullet or a mohawk, one or the other.
Okay. These are just for instance.
We're just throwing these off the top of our head. We haven't put much thought into all this.
So the
Okay.
Wheel of Punishment, I'm leaving it to the fates. What happens?
Yes,
to it.
you can either take the haircut, the crew cut, like Seton got, or you can spin the Wheel of Punishment. And you will spin the Wheel of Punishment with a blindfold on. You will not even know what hit you.
Well, how am I supposed to know someone's not going to cheat if I have
No,
a
then you
blindfold
open
on?
it, and then you take the blindfold off.
Well-
when you hear it ending. I'm not going to make you take our word for it. I wouldn't do that. Yes, Paulie.
Trust me, McLovin, either way we win.
Yeah. And the audience wins too. All right. Well done, though. Do you know who the listener was who pointed this out?
I do. I've been hoping nobody saw that tweet for about 2 weeks.